Hello and welcome back to Japan. Today we're probably going to die because we have poor health and we don't really have any short-term reason for having poor health. We're just infirm and we've reached a certain age. So we're probably going to die and we're probably going to have my heir take over. Now my heir is 39, which is not ideal. It's a pretty bad age for an heir to be because you get just enough time to do something maybe, but not quite enough time to do anything long term, which isn't really what we're looking for. But it's also not ideal because if we look at our options for heir, let me just check that I've actually got the full list in here, but I think I do. Yeah, so it goes this guy's 36, then a huge gap, and then we get the next son who's 9, right? So realistically, who's better? Out of these group, who's better? It's well, they're all pretty bad, right? He's too young. They're all a bit older than I would like, so we really need somebody who's in between. Now you could be well, what about, a grandchild or something? Well, yeah, but I don't think we can. Yeah, we can't designate one of them as heir, so yeah, that's kind of awkward. Anyway. In terms of other things, it was pointed out to me that this guy's now on collect taxes, which is true. And the reason he's on collect taxes is because we were converting culture, and it ended, and it reverts back to collect taxes. And we would probably want him on increased development, except that what we actually want him on is promote culture on Oki. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. It's only going to take 5 years because the faith is already our faith, so yeah. We'll leave him to do that, and then we'll have all of our land as our culture, which I think is pretty good. Is there anything else we actually need to be doing right now? I think I'm still saving up money. Maybe the inspection? Yeah, we could do an inspection. Let me have a look. So this place has full control. This place has full control. So I probably want to go to this one and raise development. I think that makes sense to me here. Go here, raise development. Okay. Inspection here. Do I want to pay for it? No, not really. Do I want overseer or survey? I think I want overseer because I want to do stuff that's for the area. Let's do that. And let's go. Right. Wonderful. And now we just go on our inspection. So we get local arbitration immediately, which gets holding taxes here, which is quite nice. Village center is finished in Hino. So that's over here, right? Yeah, and it was instantly given away as well. So that's cool. So I'll get a little bit more tax for us. I mean, they get that much tax and then we get a percentage of it, which isn't a very large percentage, but we'll still get something. If I go into here, we should be able to see how much it is. So it is 22%. So we get 0.2 per month for having that, which again, as I said, isn't too much, but what we could potentially do is we could potentially get something like a guilds in here to raise development growth, and that then affects the county, which is very valuable. Should we do that? Yeah, okay. I'll do that. I know we're saving up money for the shrine, but, I should still spend it on things that are worth getting immediately. So, let's do that. Really, I think the shrine is if we happen to get a large amount of money, then we should do it. Regular irregularities. Going through the taxes received whilst Nagato has been under Koronobu's rule, I noticed a clear discrepancy between what I was owed and what was given. Even though Koronobu should have picked up on it, the faulty numbers were added before they made it to his desk in the first place. Irrelevant of who exactly is at fault, it's clear that someone needs to pay. The locals have already paid their due, but they are easier to squeeze than the ones actually responsible for these mistakes. Okay, so we can enforce punishment. Yeah, which gets us basically nothing, which is fine. Do a one-time tax, which gets us basically nothing, or that. Well, I mean, both of these give us 50 gold. Well, I guess we'll go for this one. Well, they both give increased success chance. This one makes this guy dislike me, but he likes us at 100 anyway. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's take my 50 gold back, which also pays for the inspection in the first place. We're going to choose this one, so we're going to try and raise development. I got the decreased success chance instead of the raising development. That's good. Hidden the hinterlands. I think I pay the money on this one, right? Yeah, I pay the money, unfortunately. So there goes my 50 gold again. We have a granddaughter who is slow. Oh, alright. Conclusion? We didn't quite manage to do it. Ah, oh well. If we do another inspection at some point, it'll get a bonus, but... Okay, well, there you go. Wasn't too successful as a trip, but we had to try it. Hey, so you've raised control there to max. You've now want to go back on this task, because everywhere else should have full control. These two are getting along. I say, cool. Fire in the forest. A pleasant stroll through the Awami forest makes me really appreciate the landscape around us. The luminous green as saturated by a lady's dress made of finest fabric. The rays of sun filtered through the canopy as liquid ichor. A vibrant smell. Perhaps a campfire. I turn around to my entourage and observe the caravan master Shigeko's livid face. Fire, she screams, pointing at the not-so-distant flames where Tsukeko had been trapped, or has been trapped. And say, go and save her. Yoshimasa Yugo, I will save her. Or there's nothing we can do. Okay. Let's see here. 0% chance they die. But there is a chance that they get a weak hook on me. Or I can save them. Let's do this. I think I'm fine getting wounded. She was rescued and we didn't get wounded. That's fine. Yeah. The reason I'm fine being wounded is that we would get likely treated by the physician anyway, so it wouldn't be a negative. And now my daughter can marry this person. Cool. That's cool. Right. And now we're back at home again. Tutor has educated our child. They're still saying we can pet our animal. That's okay. And now we're saving up money. Wonderful. Okay. Courtiers are coming of age, so we'll need to marry off people at some point. You want me to be Beto? I'll be Beto. That's okay. What does that come with? Oh, that comes with prestige, fellow vassal opinion, and monthly diplomacy lifestyle experience. Okay. Ooh, new martial perk. I don't know. Prepared conscription makes army maintenance cheaper if we have to go to war. I'm not too interested in going to war right now. I'm kind of chilled to let ourselves build up for a moment or two. A new hobby. My best friend Yali approaches me with a big smile on his face. My dearest friend, we finally see each other. I feel like we never spent any quality time together lately. Maybe you'd be willing to try something new with me. I know just the thing to distract your mind, restore your body, and lift your spirits. What about some fishing? The quiet nature all around and nothing but you, your prey, good drinks, and good company. Okay, so we can do that. Doesn't sound appealing to me, or how dare you. Alright, I'll give it a try. It increases our learning and we get taught all the tricks. 25% chance. Okay, I think that was it for the event. I was wondering if that was a chain, but nope. Feast. Now that we know that we're not really getting any benefits if we already have the investing in bonus. There's the no stone unturned. Actually, I forget which one it was, but yeah, we're not getting any benefit while we have no stone unturned. There's like no reason to do this, right? Although this one doesn't have that bonus, so in theory I would get a bonus from holding something in this holding. I think so, yeah. Just checking, yeah, so I should get a bonus. So if I hold the feast here, I would expect us to get some sort of bonus. Let's go. Right. Okay. So once this begins, I'd expect it to pop up and say, you got X thing, whatever that thing is. Okay, cool. Oh, I also want to do a government check. I should do this, like, regularly. Okay. So you are a Soryo government. I can invite you to my block and you'd say yes. Wonderful. Well, that seems good. So they have now joined my block. So our block is now 4 people. That's cool. We're still losing some cohesion due to reasons with you. Government differs. Oh, your government changed. Oh. Sorry, you're getting removed from the block. Yep. Sorry, friends. You changed your government, which means that you're tanking our cohesion. So our cohesion should now trend upwards. Yeah. So now we have this person, and you're in my block, right? No? Okay. You can't be in my block. Vassal houses cannot join a block without their liege in it. Oh, are you in my block? Wait. Oh, I see. You're a vassal, and you're Sorio, but your liege is Ritsuru. Oh, that's weird. Wait, who's the other person in our block then? They must be unlanded now then. No, so that's that one. Yeah, okay, Ota? Oh no, it still says you're Sorio. So that says you're a Sorio realm. Oh no, you're just a family title. Yeah. So they're Sorio, but they're just a family title, and they don't actually hold any land. That's just where their estate is. I wonder if there are any more Sorio families. So I'm looking for Sorio who are ruler. Oh wow. Okay, so there's quite a lot of families that are Sorio then. Oh, okay, so I should go through these and get as many of them as we can into our group. Okay. Cost me some prestige, but that seems absolutely fine. Oh, you're already... Wait, you're my son. That's fair enough. You? Now you? You're already in, right? No, you're the vassal that we saw. Okay, you're Ota, so you're already in. You're already in my block. Right, let's get Kira into our block. That's my son. Okay, so some of them are like, they're my son, which is fair enough. So we can't get them in. Right, you. Wonderful. Whole bunch of people now joining my block. Hey, we got no stone unturned, which gives us the development and the development growth bonus. Let me just check what the bonus is actually called on the holding. So... yeah, I think it's definitely no stone unturned, I think is the right one. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Or at least it has the same cooldown. Alright, so that's what we need to look for before holding events. That's okay. We'll get another 150 prestige from that event, which now means that I can invite more people to my blocks. You're my son. We need to go through our sons in a second, because I noticed something we need to set, but that's okay. Why don't you want to join? Block size is a reason why you don't want to join. Interesting. You? Same, block size is a reason why you'd say no. Interesting. It's a reason for a lot of people. Fair enough. Okay. But we now have a bunch of people in our block. Now some of them are lowering some of our like cohesions, but that's okay. Yeah. I might try and switch them over to our aspiration. Then, yeah, let's go with this one first. I've heard of you. Toyo Konosuke, my fellow vassal Toshu Motosuke, calls my name. My dear fellow vassal Eto speaks fondly of you. He proudly says, taking a sip of his sake. I'd be looking forward to feasting with you. So he can become my friend. I only have equally fond words, so I'm not here to talk about him. Sure, let's be friends. That's fine. Block member changed their aspiration. Words of war. This person claims that my ideas of warfare are... oh, he's also my friend. Are misguided. Okay, well. Whatever. Doesn't bother me. So we're now only losing 0.08 cohesion per month. Right. Pleasing atmosphere. We choose I would like more prestige. It's fine. Oh, we're actually on negative prestige right now. Cool. Right. Clear those out. Celebrations end. We get a bunch of bonuses. We get some more famous reveler stuff. We get great banquet here for more development growth. We get more glory. And we get a little bit more prestige. Wonderful. And now we head back home. Cool. Presumably get more horse experience. Getting us even closer to level 3. Okay. Cool. And now we're at peace again for a little bit. There is a new emperor. This is the new emperor. Sada Tada. Okay. Cool. Is there a way of seeing how strong our block is, like, in general? Oh, there we go. So it's got 6,000 total strength. Okay. So it is a little stronger than the Kampaku by itself, but the Kampaku is part of this block, which has 9,000 strength. I see. I died! Alright. Torio Miyako Kunasuke of West San Indo has given up the ghost at 71 years of age. He died of old age, a hollowed shell of his former self. He had long lost his wits by the time of his final passing. Torio Yoshimasa steps forward as leader. Being an ambitious man, many expect the realm to grow and prosper under his rule. Okay, so we lose one title, which we knew we were going to lose to our half-brother, which is fine. There we go. So rule for 22 years, 55 years. Okay. We are now the cultural head. A whole bunch of things became invalidated and positions moved around. So that's probably because whoever our former tutor was married to you, I'm assuming, maybe, or something like that, or they went to their court or whatever, right? Like a whole bunch of those things could have happened. So, here I want to make sure that we find somebody who's like intelligent, like you are. So my half-brother is going to be my court tutor now. Cool. I never actually converted myself to witchcraft, right? No. Huh. Interesting. Although, I am still part of the witch... Like, our house is still part of the witch's coven. Which is... Yeah. It's an interesting, weird bit there. In terms of how things are described. Need a new Tai show. Were we... we were probably the previous Tai show. Well, that would make sense then. My half-brother would be fine in that role. He's, like, only slightly worse than the best person, and he's a powerful vassal. So that makes a lot of sense. We can train for a tournament. Let's do that. Chance I get strong? I got well trained. Okay, is there actually a tournament I can go to? Nope, I'd be late. Fair enough. I can designate a guardian for my son and heir, which I haven't been designated a guardian to up until this point. Well, it's not ideal. He would have been being educated by our court tutor, which is absolutely fine. Yeah, I think I'm fine with just leaving this child to be educated however he's educated. We may try and get a second child at some point. Our wife is a leper. Okay, so I feel like we could probably do with a new wife. Okay, and we have few spouses. This building is disabled, but it should come back any moment now. I'm assuming that's something to do with the maximum domain limit causing some weirdness. So it probably doesn't apply the maximum domain limit until 1 month has passed. So we're currently in like the 1 month where you couldn't hold that holding because we're below the domain limit or something. Lifestyle perk. So we got almost all the way down gallant. Interesting. So stalwart leader. So we got a bunch of stuff for marriage acceptance, which is nice because this will counter the cultural I don't want to marry stuff. Peacemaker. So if we went back into this, we'd be able to get gallant very quickly, which is a nice bonus. Then we'd be able to go overseer, absolute control maybe, or strategist down to this. Like, there's a couple of paths there. Do you have any other perk points in anything else? No. What have we got in terms of things? So we've got a little bit of hunter, a little bit eager reveler. We don't have any wanderer experience. Okay, we have some Hasteluder as well. Okay. I think martial makes sense. It's what our education is in. Let's do that and let's grab ourselves... I don't know. I guess just 3 martial for now. That's acceptable. Feast and a hunt can be held immediately. That's okay. We're not necessarily going to do that. Here, I think these are just the new things I picked up. I can probably destroy the weird love letter to our father now. And the marriage brooch. Yep, let's just do that. Okay, cool. Anything else we need to immediately do? It still says we have... Oh, I have a court artifact? Oh. Okay, well, whatever. How do my vassals feel about me? They're all, like, fine. Like, none of them are ecstatic, but they're all fine. That's where we want them to be. We're still head of the block. Block's still got pretty much the same strength. Okay. My acclaimed knight... Oh, it actually stayed as this guy. Even though it said when we would give him the land, it would deassign him. But I guess him inheriting the land kept him in the position. Huh. Alright. Can he be my master of the hunt? He'd only be good at it, apparently. Oh, because he's busy ruling. It's a negative. Oh. Okay. He's still going to be my master of the hunt, though, because of the double like hunt experience bonuses, which I think is useful for him to have. Let's see. Court brewmaster is fine if we're going to hold feasts. If we're not, we don't need it. I never needed a master of the horse. Okay, I think we're mostly okay from where we are now. Court, any positions I want to change up? Maybe I want to switch my uncle off of this position because he's not very good anymore. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I'm going to fire my uncle for somebody who's much better. Here, I can only get a slight upgrade. I could get a pretty sizable upgrade there, but the the next martial person isn't... Well, I mean, it's only 14. But his marshal isn't very good, so I'd have to actually fire him, and he's a powerful vassal, so I don't want to do that. Okay. That's all fine. I think we're mostly set up. Is there anything else we'd want to immediately do on this character? Don't think so. Okay, let's just do a little check. So if I wanted to formalize the shogunate, what would I need to do? Ruling regent, so we still need to do that. I need to raise my level of fame, which is more prestige. What is my level of fame currently? It's currently 2 levels below this, so you need a lot more prestige. Legitimacy level is greater or equal to 4. Our legitimacy is currently 3, so we need to do something that raises our legitimacy at some point. And then, yeah, changing the law is just prestige once you get there. So yeah, okay, it's mostly fine. Yeah, so I think we're much in the same position. Let me just clear out those people here, because they're no longer our potential heirs. Well, I mean, they are our potential heirs, but by that meaning they're not like a list of people we can choose from. Yeah. So, like, our heir goes our son, then our daughter, then, like, everybody else in the same order as before. Okay, now she is married patrilineally, which means that if she inherits, that's the end of our playthrough, basically. So we don't want that to happen. Well, not necessarily, actually, because we have noble adoption, right? So if she inherits, what we'd have to do is we'd have to get somebody into our court who we could adopt them, then designate them heir. But it's not a good path forward, let's just put it that way. It's not the ideal path forward for us. Let's get a wife. I think we need 2 wives. We need one who we can get children with, and then one who's going to give us good stats, although your stats aren't that bad. Okay, so I'm looking for... Let's think here. I'll just do marriage court for now. And inheritable traits. I'm also going to extend it to 15 years. Right. Maybe I'm looking for people who have high values and stats. Just seeing what we got here. So most of it's this Muneko. Who was married to our father. Okay. Well, she might be alright to marry right now. Okay, let's marry her. Right. Next. Is there anyone else? Oh, that is our full list. What if I go for all here? All here. There we go. I just want to see if there's like a fantastic trait that we can get. Oh no, we could maybe marry her. But if we're going to marry her, then we want to marry her last because that would be a betrothal. So with that in mind, let's go back here. Turn off inheritable traits. Turn off this. And then, what am I looking for in terms of a stat? I guess stewardship is pretty good. Yeah. Let's see what we got. So we got you from house Fuenya. Yeah. You're fine if you want diplomacy and stewardship. Yeah, that could work. I mean, your intrigue sucks, so I don't think I'm getting much from spouse. Oh, I'm getting +4 from spouse, actually. I thought I wasn't getting much, but I guess I am. Could marry into House Fujiwara, or into the Dynasty Fujiwara. No, I think this is fine. This is absolutely fine. Yeah. Let's marry back into that house again. Right. Send proposal. We've now married her. Wait, who is she? Oh, she was previously married to her father. I didn't even realize. Yeah, it's weird if it happens once. It's very weird if it happens twice, I would say. Yeah, so she is now going to be our primary spouse. If I can find the right one. There we go. And then you, we're going to arrange a betrothal. Yes, which is fine. And then, yeah, you can see the reluctance to marry other cultures completely overwhelmed by promising prospects. Not that it matters too much, but, you know, it's fine. Right, and let's send that one through. And wait for the response. Oh, wait for the response. We get Shadow of Fame because our father was so prestigious. Wonderful. And that now means that we have a bunch more spouses. So 2 of them are not going to give us any children. 1 of them might, and then 1 of them might in a little bit. So that's the plan. Also, I mean, if 1 of them dies, which you might with a severe health penalty at some point die, then we could end up with another slot open, which seems fine there. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to end the episode there. I know it's a little shorter than we'd usually go, but, you know, seems like a good point to end because we're starting out on something a little bit newer next time. So, thanks for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.